Welcome to my monthly video where I discuss issues of interest to our township. This month I've decided to focus on one of our many villages that are the heart of our rural municipality. The Township of Rideau Lakes has placed a strategic priority on the vitality of its villages and hamlets and has invested and continues to invest in infrastructure in those communities. This investment includes recreation, roads, bridges, sidewalks, community halls, and the celebration of our hamlet and village's history. Today I come to you from the beautiful Newboro's new pickleball courts, which are in the background here. The channel and lock at Newboro serves as the link across the divide between the Upper Rideau Lake and Mud Lake, now known as Newboro Lake. In the construction of the Rideau Canal, it was necessary to cut a channel 2 kilometers across the isthmus that separated the two lakes to join the navigable waters of the Rideau River system flowing northward to Ottawa and the Cataraqui flowing southward to Kingston. The cut in the isthmus proved to be one of the most difficult works undertaken on the canal, as it demanded excavation into a hard ridge of Canadian Shield granite that was hiding in the landscape locally. Many lives were lost to accidents and malaria, and several contractors failed. Ultimately, the work was completed by the 7th Company of Royal Sappers and Miners between 1829 and 1832. The Royal and Sappers Miners Cemetery, just outside of Newboro, is the final resting place of 13 members of this company, as well as a number of laborers and stonemasons. Our Municipal Heritage Advisory Committee recently produced a short documentary film about the building of this lock entitled The Rideau Canal, The Big Breakthrough. Look for it on our website or search YouTube. The Newboro Lock Station was originally referred to as the Isthmus, but subsequently took the name of Newboro from the town, which quickly grew up around the toll ferry and later the bridge over the rock cut. The Newboro Lock is one of only 3 locks on the Rideau Canal system that has hydraulically operated steel gates. Located at the junction of the canal, a stone road, and later a railway line, Newboro thrived and grew as a meeting and commerce center through the 19th century. Although it suffered several devastating fires, many of Newboro's original buildings did survive. Today, they anchor the character of this community as part of the Rideau Canal, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and its reputation across North America as a mecca for recreational fishing in the summer, festivals on snow and ice in the winter, and shopping all year round, particularly at Kilbourne's on the main street, who I know will welcome back our American vaccinated visitors and friends in 2 weeks' time. In 1888, the Brockville, Westport, and Sault Ste. Marie Railway added a new dimension of travel even in winter. Produce from local farms, forest and fur trapping entered wider markets through Newboro's cannery, mills, and merchants. From Newboro Station, local students went to and from high school in Athens and Brockville. Straddling the town line boundary between North and South Crosby, and feeling economically and politically distinct from both Crosbys, Newboro declared its independence in 1876, and for many decades it bragged as being an incorporated village, one of the smallest incorporated communities in Ontario. Now, Newboro is a vital part of the North Crosby-Newboro ward of our Township of Rideau Lakes. Built in 1840, the Newboro Courthouse retains its original exterior design and is now home to one of our branch libraries. Once used as town hall, courthouse, and jail, the door to the cell was recently located and has been rehung in the back room of the building. Interestingly, Newboro employed an executioner for years, although it is unclear if his services were ever required. Paddy O'Rourke was one of the first persons to be tried in Newboro's new courthouse. In November of 1842, Paddy was angry with the magistrate for fining him 7 and 6 pence for being intoxicated while trying to board a steamboat without paying the fare. During the night, he stole what he thought was a keg of blasting powder from Tett's warehouse and concealed it behind the courthouse. The next afternoon, court was in session with the same despised magistrate presiding. Paddy, keg under arm, and the ambitious of Guy Fawkes in mind, looked around the courthouse for a basement door. Finding none, for there was no basement, he planned to set the keg against the end of the building, light the fuse, and run. When he knocked the plug from the keg, he found its contents not to be blasting powder, but rum. This was too good to pass up. So sitting beside it, Paddy commenced to drink the rum, the fuse still sticking out of the barrel. Needless to say, he was eventually found passed out, arrested, and tried for theft. For many years afterwards, the youth of Newboro made dummies to represent Old Paddy. Each November 10th, they would wheel it through the streets shouting, "A penny for Old Paddy, please." A popular rhyme of the day was, "Please do recall the boozy downfall of Paddy O'Rourke's crazy plot. We will remember the 10th of November in Newboro. It won't be forgot." The Stagecoach Inn, originally called the Ontario House, has been in operation since 1826 and contains much of its original detail, recalling the time when Newboro was an important staging point on the Brockville-Westport Road and the canal. Its sample room once hosted many thriving trade shows. Sterling Lodge, previously called the Rideau Hotel, has been in operation since the late 19th century. Associated with it is an elegant and distinctive house built by Horace Leggett in 1883. The Poplars, by the side of Newboro Lake, manifests the shape and form of many resorts established in the late 19th century to cater to recreational fishing. St. Mary's Anglican Church, with its priceless stained glass windows, was built in 1849-1850 and is the oldest surviving church in the community. In 1895, the Anglicans bought an imposing home at the corner of New Street and Ledge Street to serve as the rectory. This large stone house, built in two stages in the 1830s and 1840s, survives today as one of the grandest structures in the town. Newboro is certainly a village with an interesting history, and with a visioning exercise currently underway, we in the Township of Rideau Lakes feel confident that it will have a vibrant future. It has a tremendous core of community volunteers and a small renovated community hall, very attractive bed and breakfasts, new pickleball courts, resorts, food and drink establishments, a medical center, and a beautiful municipal harbor. It is the hub of the North Crosby Newboro ward of Rideau Lakes, which is represented on council by councillors Ron Pollard and Bob Lavoie. So, whether you're a newcomer or a longtime resident, make a stop in Newboro and enjoy its charm and history. Thank you.